Retail frenzy and spot buying power send XRP into high gear rally mode. And what's next? These questions and more news we will discuss in today's video. Welcome to CryptoWhale. Don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. So if you're interested in everything around XRP, this is the place for you. Continue with that. The retail frenzy and spot buying power send XRP into high gear rally mode. XRP is regaining bullish momentum, holding firmly above the key $1.40 support and trading at $1.41. Sustained strength above this psychological level underscores improving market structure and rising investor confidence, reinforcing the potential for further upside. Well, retail participation has exploded, with buying activity surging 212% as smaller investors pile in on renewed optimism and intensifying FOMO. The sharp influx signals growing confidence that current levels offer a strategic entry point amid strengthening momentum. At the same time, XRP's cross-chain adoption is accelerating, with $4.5 million transferred in a single day, marking a new 2026 record and underscoring rising real-world utility behind the price action. Even more striking is the sharp buyer-seller imbalance, whereby spot demand is outpacing selling pressure by 2 to 1, signaling aggressive accumulation rather than distribution. With spot markets driving the move, the rally appears fueled by genuine capital inflows, not leveraged speculation. Historically, spot-led advances provide a sturdier base for sustained upside, as organic buying tends to be more resilient than derivatives-driven surges. Beyond retail-driven hype, on-chain data suggests a quieter but more strategic force at work: institutional accumulation. Rising large wallet activity and consistent supply absorption indicate that bigger players may be positioning during consolidation, historically a precursor to major breakouts. At the same time, XRP is flashing a key technical signal, forming a golden cross on the Ichimoku indicator that points to a potential bullish reversal toward $1.65. The alignment of accelerating retail demand and stealth institutional buying creates a high-conviction setup. Retail participation fuels momentum and narrative strength, while institutional capital adds liquidity, depth, and staying power, together reinforcing the foundation for a sustained bullish move. Therefore, holding above $1.40 is a critical technical pivot. The level has flipped into near-term support, and sustained defense here strengthens the case for a push into higher resistance zones. A decisive break above $1.41, backed by rising volume, would confirm bullish continuation and signal strengthening momentum. Despite typical crypto volatility, the underlying structure remains constructive. Robust spot demand, heightened retail activity, and steady institutional accumulation suggest this consolidation phase reflects buildup, not weakness. If buying pressure continues to absorb sell-side liquidity at the current rate, XRP may be laying the groundwork for its next impulsive move higher. XRP's firm hold above $1.40, fueled by a 212% surge in retail buying and a 2 to 1 spot demand edge, signals a decisively bullish market. Strong retail momentum, combined with quiet institutional accumulation, suggests this rally could evolve into a sustained breakout if support at $1.40 holds. Let's also talk about XRP price prediction, as Ripple announces funding push for XRP Ledger. Ripple's latest funding push for the XRP Ledger is drawing renewed attention to XRP, with traders closely watching whether the ecosystem expansion can translate into sustained price momentum. While the Ripple token remains range-bound near $1.40, the announcement might reinforce bullish long-term sentiment around the network's growth prospects. In a recent blog post, Ripple detailed expanded financial backing for developers building on the XRP ledger, including grants and strategic investments targeting compliance-first DeFi, real-world asset tokenization, and enterprise-grade blockchain solutions. The initiative is designed to deepen liquidity, expand institutional participation, and strengthen core infrastructure. By prioritizing regulated DeFi applications and tokenization frameworks, Ripple is positioning XRPL as a scalable, enterprise-ready network aligned with global financial standards. The move shows Ripple's strategy of pairing institutional partnerships with grassroots developer growth, a combination that could enhance long-term demand for XRP as a utility asset within the ecosystem. XRP is currently trading around $1.40, up modestly on the day, as price action consolidates following a sharp early February decline that briefly drove the token toward $1.20 before a rebound. Since that capitulation move, XRP has traded within a tight $1.35 to $1.50 range, signaling potential accumulation. Immediate resistance stands near $1.50, with a stronger ceiling around $1.60 where prior rejection occurred. A confirmed breakout above $1.60 could open the door toward $1.80. On the downside, key support remains at $1.35, followed by the psychological $1.20 level. Meanwhile, the RSI sits near 42, below the neutral 50 mark, indicating subdued bullish momentum but no longer oversold conditions. Meanwhile, the DMI shows the negative trend line still leading, though the gap is narrowing, suggesting bearish pressure may be weakening. A decisive move above $1.50, particularly on rising volume, would be needed to confirm a bullish shift. Let's also discuss why XRP must stay above this level for doors to open. XRP initially recorded a rebound, gaining 9.4% on Wednesday and 6.5% within 24 hours. This brought the price to approximately $1.46. Although this rebound has been erased by a 4.04% decline in the past 24 hours, the initial price movement coincided with broader market recovery, which saw Bitcoin trading above $68,000. The positive traction comes amid increased scrutiny of trading activities in the sector. Analysts are now identifying the specific resistance levels XRP must overcome before approaching the $2 mark. Data suggests that as long as XRP maintains support above $1.40, short-term upside targets in the $1.49 to $1.52 range remain achievable. Beyond this zone, the next significant barrier sits around $1.68. Traders seeing a potential move above $1.68 could then focus on the $2 threshold. On the other hand, a failure to hold above $1.40 could lead to a downward adjustment toward $1.35, indicating the importance of maintaining support at the current level. Recent market calls have aligned with the ongoing rebound. A few days ago, when XRP traded near 1.34, analyst Cypress Demanenkor highlighted a daily buy zone around 1.3475 as crucial for trapping selling pressure and restoring bullish momentum. His initial target range extended from $1.45 to $1.99. And with XRP now at $1.40, the first part of that projection has already materialized. Market observers have emphasized the psychological and technical significance of the $1.50 mark. Analyst Crypto Insight UK highlighted that a daily close above this level would confirm the rebound strength. He also noted that the pattern forming could resemble previously observed setups, suggesting a methodical recovery rather than a spike driven purely by open interest or speculative activity. The focus on $1.50 aligns closely with Demenenkor's identified resistance range of $1.49 to $1.52. Liquidity data indicate that there is limited downside below current levels, while short positions remain concentrated above the current price. This configuration suggests that if XRP continues its upward movement, short sellers may need to cover positions, which would add buying pressure and potentially accelerate gains. Analysts have highlighted that such dynamics could enable rapid price movements if resistance levels are breached, making the 1.49 to 1.52 and 1.68 zones critical for monitoring market momentum. The rebound follows renewed attention on trading behavior related to Jane Street, including allegations involving Terra assets and Bitcoin selling patterns, though some claims remain unconfirmed. These developments, combined with broader market trends, show the cautious optimism among traders who are watching key technical levels before committing to new positions. XRP's initial recovery demonstrates early signs of resilience, with several resistance levels requiring attention before reclaiming $2. If the token maintains support above $1.40 and monitors the $1.49 to $1.52 zone, this will be critical to its price direction. Liquidity conditions and concentrated short positions suggest potential for accelerated upward movement if key barriers are breached, but failure to hold support could trigger a retracement toward $1.35. So how do you think what's going on with XRP? Disclaimer: this video does not force you to buy any cryptocurrency or invest in anything. With this, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a huge thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, let us know in the comments your views on the XRP, and make sure to turn on the post notifications to get notified every time we post a new video.